Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the Putco G2 Dayliner LED headlight strips on this 2012 GMC Sierra. What we have here is we have our Scotch locks for attaching our wires to our headlights, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. We have our alcohol prep pad. That's to clean up the headlights so that these will stick on very well. And of course, we have our dayliners with the double-sided 3M stick tape on the back, and the wiring is already attached. All we have to do is hook it in. So, and just in case you need it, instruction sheet. So the first thing we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to attach our dayliners to our headlight. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the alcohol prep pad that comes with our dayliners, and we're just going to open it up, and we're going to run it across the bottom section of our headlight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this on both sides so that this alcohol pad don't dry out. On these dayliners, you can see here the wire comes out the bottom part of the strip, or could be the top depending on which side you use. So what I like to do when I put these on is have the wire come out at the bottom, so that way we can tuck it in and under and hide it in here rather than having it come out here where it's going to show and not look all that great. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach this onto our headlight. And the first thing is we're just going to get the wire all undone here and ready to go. And then we're going to take the 3M backing here, we're going to peel it off a little bit. We just want to peel back enough to get it started. And then we're going to set our dayliner in place where we want it to be on the headlight. And you want to kind of keep it, make sure you keep it low and below your turn signal lens area. And then once we get it where we're going to place it, go ahead and push down on the end where we peeled the strip. And then we can just peel the strip off as we go here and attach it, and that helps us keep it straight on the headlight so that we don't get it running uphill or something. And then what I like to do is take like a microfiber cloth or something and rub this down really good, and that'll help it to stick really well. Now you guys have probably noticed, you can see this, these are not scratches. What this has a protective coating on it, and that's to help prevent it from getting scratched in shipping or while we're installing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that on there for now until we get this all wired up and in place, and then I'll peel that off and show you. It looks really cool. So let's get the wiring done now. All right guys, we've got our dayliner onto our headlight. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the headlight out now and attach our wiring where it's going to go. Really simple, easy to get this headlight out. We're going to take the two bolts out of the top. I've already actually removed those. There's one right here and one right here. And then there's also a bolt that's down here that goes in the side that we have to take off. But before that, we have to get this valance loose. So what we're going to do is there's a couple of screws on the end of the valance over here in the fender well. We're going to take those screws out, and then that'll allow us to pull that valance loose to get to the bolt in the side of the light here. We've got that stuff loose and out of our way. At this point, we can go ahead and pull our headlight out of here. And now we can do one of two things here. We can either just tip our headlight here and attach our wiring in, or we can actually unplug the headlight from the plug connector and take it to the box and wire it up. In this instance, that's what we're going to do with this one. All right guys, we've got our light laid out here on our box where it's easiest for us to get to it. And at this point, we're going to take our wire, and we're just going to run our wire around through here underneath this piece. And that's just going to help keep it tucked in neatly out of the way so that we're not catching it on anything. So we're going to run it right up here. And as you can see here, we have, for our headlight, we have our yellow and our gray wires. And I've already went ahead and stripped these back a little bit just to show you where we're going to go with our wiring for our G2s. Okay, so what we want to do at this point then is you can see here there's a whole bunch of wire here. We don't really need that, and we don't really want to have a big bundle wrapped up under here, so I'm going to cut this off a little bit, leave enough so that we can move the wire around freely, and just give her a little cut right here and remove some of that wire. So at this point, the next thing we want to do here is to cut back some of the sheeting on this wire. Now this is a little bit tricky, guys, and you got to make sure that when you do this you don't cut your wires. So I'm going to come back here and take a razor knife. You can use an X-Acto knife or something like that, and we're just going to cut the sheeting back on this a little bit. And the way I do that is take the razor knife and just cut a little slice in the sheeting, and we'll do that all the way to the end. And what I'll do is I'll just take a razor knife and cut the extra sheeting off from where we stripped it back. And then once we get that sheeting off, then we're ready to attach our wires. Now, what I'm going to do here, just so that these wires make better contact with those Scotch locks, is I'm going to strip some of the wire back. And then what I want to do is just twist this and then fold it over. And what that does, it just makes the wire a little thicker where it's going to go into the Scotch lock. So we'll take our Scotch lock at that point, and we're going to put it onto our wire that we're attaching to. The red one, the red wire from our G2s will go on the yellow wire on our harness. And once we have that laid in there, then we can pop that back up, and that will keep that in place just like so. And then we'll put this in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up a little bit, and then we're going to slide this wire up inside there like so, and crimp this down. And then once that's in place, just give it a little tug, make sure that it's locked in, and then we'll close that up, and that one's done. And now we're going to do the same thing for the black one, and we're going to attach it to this gray wire. Okay guys, there we go. We've got our G2s all wired up, and we're ready to put this one back into the truck. So let's get this light back in there. Let's just plug it back into our connector. Make sure that you hear it click in, so that way you know that it's actually connected. And then we're going to put our light back in place and bolt it all back in. And as promised, we're going to peel this coating off so you can actually see what they look like without the coating on there. And take our microfiber cloth and wipe it down here. Wipe our headlight off. And there you go. That's all there is to it. So we'll put the one on the other side, and then we'll come back and we'll turn these things on and show you how cool they really look. Okay guys, there you have it. It's just that quick, simple, and easy to install these Putco G2 Dayliners onto your truck. So until next time, happy motoring.